It's on! Something happened during that intro, and we'll get to it. We got the It's On emoji. I'm so happy to see that. Hey, Gio. Hi, Nikki B. Thank you for being members here at Laughing Place. And welcome to another edition of Disney Parks Talk Live, the show in which the four beautiful people you see in front of you talk about what's going on in the world of Disney theme parks and otherwise. I've been watching Aliens today, so seeing that face hugger over my shoulder is just a little disconcerting right now.
Mine's over on the other side of the room.
Yeah. Anyway, my name is GB Mosley, co-founder here at Laughing Place. Over there is my wife, Rebecca. How you doing, hon?
Hey, you know what's on in that window? It's a red car trolley. That's what's
true.
on.
That's what's on. The red car trolley and the Rock Candy Mountain down there, over there.
Yep.
Down there is our vice president in charge of all things Southern California and scary things over his right shoulder, Mike Celestino. And below me, the vice president in charge of what the heck are you doing is Jeremiah Good.
What the heck am I doing?
He's preparing for weather.
I'm just going to start wearing this every time I do a walk and talk now. Today was a very, very rainy walk and talk.
Okay, did you watch the walk and talk, Doobie?
No.
Okay, this was amazing. So, there's Jeremiah walking through the park, talking to Tony, who's in studio, and then all of a sudden the rain starts getting heavier and heavier, and Jeremiah goes, "Well, the rain's getting heavier," and Tony goes, "So at this point, I think we'll book." Jeremiah disappears.
Yep,
just Tony in studio, and I'm assuming that what happened was Florida opened up on you, and you wanted to protect the gimbal, or
no,
something.
Not even that. It was towards the end. We were walking by Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and it started getting bad, and I said I'm going to head towards. Now I can move this a little bit down so you can see my very nice shirt presented to me by Roosevelt. So I'm heading towards Pecos Bill to try to take cover, but still talking to Tony. And as I'm mid-sentence, I just look, and the rain had hit my phone so much, it closed out the screen.
Okay.
My gimbal was dripping, my phone was dripping, I was dripping, but I wasn't planning on just deleting everything. All of a sudden I look and oh, okay. And then I ran inside and stood there for about 15 minutes dripping, but it let up enough so I could make it to the monorail.
The rain did that to me one time at Disneyland. I had my phone all ready to record the opening day, welcome Disneyland, because it was during Disney 100, so I knew it'd be different. And a raindrop, boop, landed on my screen just as before, and it turned it off, and then I had to restart and miss it. But this video is cool. I don't know who shot this. Do you, Jeremiah?
I didn't do this. I'm not sure who shot this one. I was on the attraction the other day, and I tweeted out the video where the entire building is leaking, and you can't even hear the narration over the rain.
I think this is it, isn't it? I thought that's what this video was.
That was an hour-long loop, so somebody took
that's
my...
what we did.
Oh, yeah, that's
okay.
Okay,
so yes.
Who it for an hour?
In the tweet, in response to the tweet, we had so many people saying, "Oh, I can fall asleep to this. Oh, this needs to be a beautiful resting place," and so our editor Kyle transformed it into an hour-long loop for your sleep pleasure.
Nope, that was a nightmare for me. I was trapped in there. I went and saw Awesome Planet for the first time in about a year and a half. Pet some wall carpet.
Go ahead, Doobie. Sorry.
Did you make some cookies over at the little Nestle's area where the kids could
No, I couldn't even get food because it was going into the 8 o'clock hour where everything is shutting down. So my choices were either to go see Awesome Planet. Actually, I sat in the pre-show for Awesome Planet twice just to let people go through. And I couldn't even eat anything because they had the Sunshine Seasons closed already.
Aww.
Okay, that seems like a lost opportunity. Time to do an audible and get that restaurant open when people are trapped inside.
I love the idea that Gio's tossing out here. They're testing the expansion of the rainforest scene. That's funny.
All right. So just a reminder, if you'd like to be a part of the show, that's what the chat's for. Thank you, Gio, Nikki B. Anyone else out there, please use the chat. Let us know what's on your mind or what you'd like to hear us talk about. And also a reminder that we have a sponsor, Mouse Fan Travel. If you are planning a trip to any Disney theme park around the world, we invite you, or to a Disney cruise, or Adventure by Disney, or Alani, we invite you to use Mouse Fan Travel. They'll take care of you. They never cost one dime more than booking directly, but it does make the whole process go much, much, much smoother. So,
did Alfonso Ribeiro use that MEI Travel to book his Adventures by Disney?
I bet he didn't. He should have. He should have, but I bet he didn't. He took a river cruise and did not use Adventures. I mean, he may have. He may have. I don't know.
I feel like Becky would have let us know if he did.
You know, confidentiality. You know, you got to keep the celebrities on the DL, kind of thing.
They don't tell us when you're taking any ABDs either, do we? So
stay tuned for the next few days. You never know where you might see me. All right, let us get on to our first top story, which my wife decided to not be a part of. But she'll be back because it kind of involves her. She's kind of the star of this top story here. There she is. The Red Car Trolley is going away.
Not in our house.
Remember these days, Rebecca?
Yeah, actually, with this announcement of this story, I remembered the day that our son enjoys repeating attractions when he falls in love with them. He wants to know them from top to bottom, from beginning to end, every detail. And he was passionate various times, different attractions. Great Movie Ride. Juby and I have spent days just only on Great Movie Ride. And this particular day, it was 3 hours that he rode?
I think so. Just up and down, up and down.
Yep, just back and forth, back and forth.
Got to know him. No one needs to get off. Just keep going. So
now he's a teenager and he could do this by himself. So we drop him off at the canoes at the beginning of the operating day and pick him up at the canoes at the end of the operating day. And we get to go back to enjoying what we do at Disneyland, which is sitting again and eating in a restaurant.
But I probably should tell them what the news actually is, and that is that Red Car Trolley is going to be closing next year. We don't have an exact date.
They said early.
So early next year. So apparently as a part of the construction for the expansion for Adventures Campus, they're going to have to shut down some backstage areas for it, and that will just hasten the demise of the trolley. So say goodbye to one of Disney California Adventures non-original attractions that people still love, just as if it had been there for the past 25 years, because that's just the way Disney fans are.
Disney California Adventure has had the Red Car Trolley longer than it didn't.
Which is amazing to me. But
Mike, I mean, I'm curious, Mike, you are the most frequent California Adventure visitor among the three of us. Are you sad?
I'm in denial about it right now. I think I still have it in my head that it'll come back, but maybe it won't. I don't know.
Do you think it'll come back? Do you think it won't come back?
I mean, Disney.
It's the Rivers of America of DCA.
Well, I mean, I love the Red Car Trolley. It's a nice thing to have out there. Much like I
don't ever go on it, but I do like seeing it driving around. You know,
like the Rivers of America. But what I don't understand, which cracks me up every single time, it happened with Bugs Land. It happens with everything. Is the fans go, "How dare you?" I mean, of all the things that Disney could get rid of, this is nowhere near the untouchable list. I like it. I'd rather have it than not have it, but this is nowhere near the list of untouchables. This is not a how dare you.
They're making an Untouchables attraction on the Red Car Trolley?
And the reactions I'm seeing for this, they make me laugh like they did for a Bugs Land. I liked a Bugs Land. A Bugs Land was fun. When a Bugs Land opened, no one cared. It was the laughing stock. And so, so anyway, but again, I do think it's a better place with it. It's just, it's not something warranting the uproar that I feel like it's getting. But, you know, everyone obviously has their opinion. People may feel differently. Like I feel that way about Rivers of America, where a lot of people I respect are saying, you know what, it just needs to go. It's time. It's okay. And I'm like, no, the rivers, you've got to have a Rivers in the park. So, whatever you love. We did have a question here. How expensive is a hotel near Disneyland again? Because you might just have to make an emergency trip. Well, let me tell you, first of all, Mouse Fan Travel, they'll make sure you get the best price. But if you're going to go to Disneyland, you have to stay at the Disneyland Hotel, especially if you use Mouse Fan Travel for maximum commission. And you can get a room early next year for as little as $582 a night. So, Let that be known. Or you can stay at Hotel Lulu, our preferred location, usually for around $150 a night, and it's really convenient. What's your favorite place to stay near Disneyland, Jeremiah? Do you have one outside of on property?
It's my friend's house in
I was gonna
Burbank.
say,
I was like,
Okay, I thought you may have had a local hotel you like.
no, I've stayed at many of the hotels around there. When I was working for Walt Disney Travel out there, there would often be times where they would, here, come and test a stay here. There aren't many of the good neighbor hotels that I don't like. For D23, the Ultimate Disney Fan Event, I stayed at the and I can't remember the name of it anymore. One of the hotels right by the convention center that was very nice and within walking distance.
Oh, hey, can I give, in regards to the Red Car Trolley, I want to just give a little shout out to a friend of one of those friends you have on socials that you don't necessarily know in person, but Orange Grove 55, who I got to meet at D23. One of his cohorts over there, Disney George, finally visited, and he was complaining about the Red Car Trolley. And he said they're getting on his nerves. Every time I'm walking down Hollywood Land or Buena Vista Street, I get interrupted and they expect me to move for them. I'm going to say, I'm going to blame him for the rest of eternity if they don't move back. So I hope he's ready.
I mean, the same is true for Disneyland also. If you walk down Main Street, you frequently have to move for vehicles.
The same reason they should ban strollers from the park.
I agree with that one.
Just kidding. Just kidding, you childless millennial.
I think they need to bring back the Newsboys for like one last season. I would come out and watch that. Like,
when did they go away?
Very long time ago, Mr. Doobie.
Okay. I'm not aware. Also,
before Avengers Campus, when they were doing the expansion for that.
We have a staff member who used to work on the trolley. I'm not going to say his name because I don't know if that's okay, but I didn't know we had a staff member who used to work on
Yep, we do.
That's pretty cool. And I do agree, they should put a stationary one at the station of the Amusement Park. That would make everyone happy. The trolley's still there.
Well, and then it'll be like the Jolly Trolley, where we have those trolley tracks for like decades, but no real purpose. They're just there.
I forgot. This is the second
They're
trolley.
there to twist your ankle.
If they're going to bring back a trolley, that's the one they need to bring back.
Oh, dude, that was the most
just
horrifying.
Driving right over the grass.
I love that ride.
Mike C., did you ever get to ride the Jolly Trolley in Toontown?
I don't think I did. I have a question though. Would it be feasible? I mean, we don't really know. Judge.
Hopefully Kyle's not watching today.
Oh my goodness.
Go on, Mike. Sorry.
There's no way you wouldn't remember, Mike. It was
PTSD of that.
It was deliberately designed to make you look like you were filming an attack aboard the bridge of the Enterprise.
But it was better when there were two together, not just the one.
And no seatbelt.
All right.
And the seat was fine for most people, but not all people. And you're just holding on for dear life.
They didn't accommodate much of Doobie. They weren't very deep.
So, I love that attraction. Sorry. I loved that. That may be, after the People Mover, that may be my favorite yesteryear attraction is the Jolly Trolley.
I like Justin coming in and saying Judge Doom's behind it.
It wasn't a means of transportation. It was a ride. It's like saying you can walk faster than the Matterhorn to get where you're going. That's
Jolly Trolley was like 5 feet span. Like, you got on here, you got off there.
Went from residential Toontown to downtown Toontown, which is like 10 feet.
And again, let's all demonstrate the ride.
Moving on, folks. Moving on. I like that all three of us did that without like knowing the rest were going to do it. The Disney Destiny. We don't even have a treasure yet, but we now know so much about the Disney Destiny. We know that's not it.
Sorry, Trolley.
We know what its pirates. What is it called? Pirates thingy.
I thought we just know they're having a pirate-inspired pub. They didn't reveal a name.
Oh, okay. Pirates themed lounge. Yes, you're right. No name. This is replacing the Haunted Mansion Lounge on the Treasure. We also, more importantly, found out when it is going on its inaugural sailings. So again, mousefantravel.com. Let them know you want to go. Just go ahead and let them know, and they will take care of the booking for you without you having to try to fight everybody else trying to book when the booking's open. So the inaugural sailing will be November 20th, 2025, and that will be a 4-night sailing to both of Disney's private islands and the Bahamas.
We won't get off.
Yes.
I know you're talking about the Treasure's inaugural date.
No, the Destiny.
You're okay. Thank you, because I think you said Treasure, and so I became confused.
Sorry, I know. Whatever. The Destiny is the ship we're talking about. The one. So the Treasure launches later this year.
Okay.
The Destiny launches November 20th of next year.
Okay.
2025.
I just wanted
to sailing will be a 4-night sailing, Bahamas and both of Disney's private islands. It will not alternate. It will have 4 and 5-night sailings, both Bahamas and the Western Caribbean. Here is the important part. Bookings start on September 6th for Pearl, September 9th for Platinum, September 10th for Gold. That's us. No, that's not us. We're Platinum. September 11th for Silver and September 12th for everyone else. Again, do not bother going to DisneyCruise.com on those dates. Tell Mouse Fan Travel now when you want to go. They'll let you know which your level is. They can help you figure out which level of Castaway Club you are, and they will get that booking taken care of on the first day for you. Do not make this a pain for yourself.
Because, as they like to point out, and travel agents like to point out in general, there's no additional cost to using a travel agent. So therefore, whatever service they're providing you is already it's included because you're paying for it whether you use it or not. So you might as well use it.
So they get money from Disney. So either you're going to pay a fare, either it all goes to Disney or some goes to Disney and some goes to these guys who are helping you out. Some of the guys that are helping you out. Mouse Fan Travel.
Alexa has a point, and I remember reading something about that today too.
Okay. They announced during D23?
No, during the 3-day announcements of stuff.
Oh, that stuff? Okay.
I'll look it up while you guys talk.
Okay.
I also wanted to mention, so the Treasure, which set sails this year's inaugural sailing, is over Christmas. I looked up Thanksgiving next year, and so the second sailing for the Destiny would be over Thanksgiving. The inaugural is just before Thanksgiving. So I'm thinking for the next ship in 26, keep Halloween free, because that's the trend they seem to be going towards, and you can get a Halloween sailing going on for your initial. But that's just pure speculation on my part.
And Holly, no, we do not work for the Disney company. We are passionate Disney fans. The two of us up here, we've been writing about the Disney company for 20 years now. So I'm sorry, 25 years. I took 5 years off, 25 years now. And the guys down there, they've been fans for that long and longer, and they've been a part of the team. I think Jeremiah probably about a decade now at least. Huh?
Yep.
I would not be. Mike, you must be coming up on a decade with LP.
I am at 5.5 years.
What?
LP. It started in 2018.
Yep.
Really?
He's a youngin'.
You're right. Almost 6 years, actually.
He was involved with other theme park reporting sites.
It's hard to imagine LP without Mike at this point.
Oh, I stumbled on a picture of you guys from the 2019 D23. You look like little.
Oh, you don't have that? Oh.
No,
There's a picture of us somewhere at the Universal Studios Hollywood Horror Nights kickoff, where you had I had just found out that you were going to come to work with Laughing Place.
Aww.
And it's a picture of us in front of the check-in table when he's still working for another one and we couldn't say anything.
Doobie, you see our pal Jeff jumps in the chat. Passionate Disney fans and spontaneous pantomime group. Mention Dolly Trolley and see what happens.
Oh, thank goodness Kyle's not watching today.
Cask and Keg. Or Cask and Cannon.
Oh, that's right. I remember that now that you say it.
Say it again.
Cask and Cannon.
Cask?
Cask.
As in the thing that the rum is in, right? That's a cask?
Yes.
I don't know this word.
You've heard it before in different things. I know you have.
I mean, I know cast isn't the people in a show.
CASK.
No, K at the end.
Cask. I seriously I don't recall ever hearing that word before.
How about you, Mike Celestino?
In regards to what?
Cask. The name of the pub, the pirate pub, is Cask with a K and Cannon. Is this a term familiar to you?
There's a Edgar Allan Poe story called The Cask of Amontillado.
Oh, look at you. Look at you. Oh my goodness. Edgar Allan. Anyway.
We hired Mike up the smarts around here.
I know.
So that would be where I heard that word before.
This show just got too intelligent for me to be on it. All right, let's get to Disneyland now. Let's bring Smart Mike into the conversation and talk about, before we get to Halloween and all there is, check this out. We're almost there. What's this, Mike?
This past Friday, they were cycling the logs or ride vehicles for Tiana's Bayou Adventure at Disneyland, where the ride will be opening a mere less than 3 months from now, mid-November.
Mid-November. Very exciting. Cannot wait to ride it. Okay. All right. Halloween, Mike. I'm just going to open the floor. You talk. I'll find assets. What's going on at the park?
So this past week was Friday was the beginning of Halloween time at Disneyland Resort. We had the return of, let's see, all the decor. You had Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. You had
Monsters After Dark. Monsters After Dark.
Yes, Monsters After Dark is what I meant. The show in the Disney Junior stage, whose name escapes me. I did not see that, Alex.
Treat.
Mickey's Trick and Treat.
Mickey's Trick and Treat.
It's so cute. Okay, I'm going to spoiler because it's a kid's show. Do you know why they call it Trick and Treat, Doobie?
No, I don't.
Is it because you get a treat when you leave?
During the show, Mickey tricks you and they have treats. Exactly.
Okay.
So it's so fun. It's trick and treat. You don't have to choose. You get a trick
beautiful.
and a treat. And they think about candy a lot.
Just what the parents love. What else, Mike?
I didn't get to see that. Alex shot that video, but I did get to watch the Halloween Screams fireworks that night, and I shot video of that.
Everybody scream!
Yeah, it's up on our YouTube channel.
Did you notice anything different this year with Halloween Screams, or does it seem like pretty much same as previous years? Yeah, I know. Sorry, put you on the spot.
Look at my wonderful view there from the video.
No, it is not. It is. You did it. Nice job. Nice job.
Fireworks
Were you in DCA, Mike? Where are you?
That's where they put us. I don't know. I mean, I guess I can't complain, but yeah.
Tall.
You don't even see the moon.
Are you on Main Street?
Yes.
It's in the hub, kind of in front of the Plaza Inn.
They need to cut some trees.
Do you remember where the execs used to stand for the first night of fireworks way back in the 90s, Doobie?
I do. That's where I met Michael Eisner.
Right there by the photo corner. That's where they put him.
They need to cut some trees.
They do that to us,
right?
where they put us in the gardens where we just have lights in front of the castle. So I know how that goes.
I know Mike's going to be heading back down south because they've got some fun for Galaxy's Edge because, they do that now where they have alternate soundtracks over there.
Right.
I should mention that Trick and Treat. This is the first time that it's being it used to just be a part of the party. Now it's for all day for anyone to go enjoy. So that's really nice.
There's also a Halloween.
People paying money. How dare they?
Man, Jeremiah's in a mood today.
Oh, man.
Goodness.
Cranky.
Steer clear. Go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
There's also a Halloween character cavalcade, which we saw on the live stream a couple times, but it only happened twice, and both of those times were during our live stream, so I didn't have an opportunity to capture it. Otherwise, hopefully, I'll be getting that soon. This is food. Okay, so this is the Plaza de la Familia at Disney California Adventure, celebrating Coco, and they have all sorts of food there, and they also have a newly updated show that will be starting this Friday, and I'll be there to capture that as well.
horchata cheesecake.
I wanna
Whoa.
highlight the food that looked interesting to me over at Disneyland.
Go for it.
They have a sweet tea that has pumpkin-y stuff added to it. This is the first time that I've noticed a sweet tea kind of fun beverage, like barista style beverage. I know, coffee fun drinks have been a thing, but this is the first time I noticed a tea. So this is neat. It's a sweet tea with vanilla and pumpkin spice. Then you've got whipped topping, you've got caramel drizzle. So that one grabbed my eye. Of course, I love macaron. So a Mickey pumpkin macaron, that is exciting. That's at Jolly Holiday. They've also got a poison apple cake at the Plaza Inn. Okay, it's a red cinnamon cake. So that's like those red candy red hot, right? And then with cream cheese and caramel apple filling, they got red cream cheese frosting and then a green ganache. This sounds so good to me. I am frustrated that I will not taste it myself. The popcorn bucket this year is adorable. It's vampire mater, and they have a cute one of those glowy cube things, and it's this vial. Now, poor Mike Celestino, because I somehow missed that this was published in our write-up from the media. This is all from a media display that they provided, and I did not see that little cube. And so I put into our Slack here at LP, hey, if anybody sees that poison cube, I don't know if we have a picture. Now, Ben came in and said, we have a picture, but Mike was on the case. And unfortunately, first the app, it directed you to a stroller parking area. And the next place the app directed you was closed.
Yeah.
So poor Mike.
It was hard to find where they're selling that.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Where are they selling it, Mike?
Troubadour.
I mean, Rebecca told me Troubadour
Treats.
but when I got there, it was closed.
Okay, got some new costumes for Mickey. Did you get to see these, Mike? Is this your picture?
Yes, I think these are my photos. The other one was not.
And then Downtown Disney. Did you get to check out Downtown Disney? What's going on over there?
I think that was Alex, but I did see this stuff.
So they have a lot of Halloween stuff at Downtown Disney this year.
Kind of divided and conquered this year's Halloween.
It's a big day. So a lot of the participants, Ballast Point, Beignets Express, Black Tap have special Halloween time treats to go check out this year. Now, I think you did go to the Disneyland Hotel, right?
Yes, there are Haunted Mansion decor inside the lobby there. And over the entrance to the pool. Oh, sorry, over the bridge over the pool.
And by the way, if you really want that glow cube, you can search for it in the app, and it's at a variety of locations. I mean, this has it listed as being at Hollywood Lounge, so you can find it. Just whether or not it's open by the time you get there.
Right.
What did you think of this Haunted Mansion decor over at the hotel, Mike? It looks interesting.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't know.
Okay.
Haven't they done that before?
Big banner to me, just a banner over the pool. So that's all.
Yeah, there's not much to it, I will say.
No, I don't know. The stuff in the lobby looked good. The banner to me just looks odd, but that's just me. Are you going to Oogie Boogie Bash?
Tomorrow.
You are. So Mike will be tweeting and socialing and doing tons of video from Oogie Boogie Bash tomorrow. So make sure you're following Laughing Place there. But of course, they are previewing many of the characters from Oogie Boogie Bash this year.
I'm excited to see Judge Doom because I missed him last year. I don't know who Doofin guy is.
Okay, that's embarrassing.
You don't know who Doofenshmirtz is?
I mean, I know he's Phineas and Ferb, but I don't know anything else about him.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Here is Doofin guy that will be there. He's going to be there tomorrow, one of the new characters.
Did you guys see Dan Pavmeyer debuting that? Like, I love that he's like, here's the filter that transforms you into a villain. And he's like, no, it's really him. And he didn't make any snide comments about it.
No, it was nice. I liked it. Yeah, no, I really liked it.
I feel like that guy's at Disneyland more than I am, which is probably bad.
I think he is. And Hades is going to be around.
Hail, Hades, Lord of the Underworld here. I am feeling hot.
Oh, that's cool. Ooh, I like it.
Shout out to my new headphones. I can actually hear audio when I play it now. It's the first time I got to experience that. Yay.
We can hear it better too, by the way. That was kind of weird.
And also, is that this year?
Wait.
Oh,
this is not okay. When you become an adult, you don't often keep up with cartoon series.
Oh, I hope Tony's watching.
Some of them I do. Like I watched all of what's it called? The Mystery Shack one.
Scooby-Doo?
Love Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls.
That was a great one.
Which, by the way, Doobie, Tony hasn't seen, so I want to pitch.
Oh, that cracks me up.
Rewatch,
yes.
Like introduce it to. We all rewatch it, and Tony watches it with us and shows.
Wait, how did Tony never watch Gravity Falls? Like I feel like that is Tony's name right all over it.
Right. So
it's great. Yeah. I bet Tony would really like that show. Yeah. But yeah, I haven't watched any Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas and Ferb. I feel like you would enjoy Phineas and Ferb, Mike.
There's a new song. Each episode has two new songs.
Yeah, lots
of. Do you know the song "Squirrels in My Pants"?
Squirrels.
I am aware of the song, but I haven't seen the show.
Wow.
You know about Aglets?
Backyard Beach. That was one of my favorites.
Justin watched Gravity Falls because it referenced Twin Peaks. Justin, you're a Twin Peaks fan? How about that? I love Twin Peaks. First run. Older than all y'all.
That's a Bob Iger. That's a Bob Iger thing, right? Twin Peaks, right? We can in part thank Bob Iger for the reality of Twin Peaks.
Oh man, no, I like him more than ever. What did we miss? What did we miss, Mike, from Halloween time at Disneyland?
Well,
no, people blame him for why Twin Peaks kind of went off the rails. But
that I know.
Well, we found Tilly in the Main Street Cinema is dressed up. I don't know if that has been a thing in the past.
Yes, but every year they actually change out her costume multiple times during the year.
Okay. The pumpkins are the same in the hub, even though there's a couple that feel out of date at this point.
But they brought the pumpkins from the tram roadway into downtown Disney. Is that where those are? From
the tram roadway?
Yeah, those used to be along the tram roadway. The Mickey and Minnie they were bought from Tokyo Disneyland years ago, and they'd be at the turn for years. And
that makes sense. Yeah, I knew those looked familiar. Yeah.
Cool. Lots of beautiful decor. I still can't get over the fact that it's not even September yet, and we have Halloween.
It's not even okay. Yeah, it is. I was gonna say it's not even close to September, but it's actually pretty fun.
Yeah. At least wait till after Labor Day. Come on.
Boogie Boogie Bash starts tomorrow. I believe it is all sold out.
Started yesterday.
All right, and it is all sold out, right?
Yes.
And there was someone I saw on Twitter who just seems like he should be able to get a ticket, and it was kind of sad.
Voice of Phineas was, as I recall, it was the voice of Phineas.
The voice of Phineas.
I wouldn't mind seeing that Doofenshmirtz, but the tickets are sold out. That was funny.
Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. Yeah, soon Halloween's going to start in January. You take down the Christmas decor, you put up the Halloween decor. It has no limiter.
Forget about Christmas. Let's just do that.
Halloween year-round.
Christmas is limited by Halloween. Halloween has no limiter. It can start anytime.
Disney has ruined Halloween for me, and that anytime you say Halloween, all I hear is, yeah, it's Halloween, every time.
What is that?
It's that one with the villains, right? From the parade.
From Paris?
No, from here. And I think they use it in DCA for the cavalcade parade thingy.
Literally, it is almost as bad as when I say phenomenon. Yeah, exactly.
It's a frightfully fun parade, according to
It's like saying DuckTales.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Or Jolly Trolley. I refuse.
Oh, I'm all
All right. Mike, I think you got to preview some other Southern California Halloween stuff that you're going to now impart on us in a PG fashion.
Well, yes. And first of all, I will say come back to laughingplace.com at 9 a.m. tomorrow. I'm in the middle of prepping a couple of embargoed posts from Universal Studios Hollywood. I can't really talk about what I did or saw yet until then. But another park that I got to preview their Halloween offerings was at Knott's Scary Farm, or Knott's Berry Farm, which does not Scary Farm during Halloween season. They had the big announcement event called Nightmares Revealed on Thursday evening. And they announced all the returning mazes, 2 new mazes, one of which is called 8 Fingers 9. The other one is called Widows. And they also talked about the food and the merchandise and the lantern that's coming back.
The lantern that didn't work last year. So we're doubling down on a newer version this year.
Right.
Mike, sorry, I haven't watched or looked into any of it. Is the hanging coming back?
Yep, there's a new hanging show. Yes.
Hopefully written by somebody else. I'm sorry I didn't say that.
Is Elvira coming back?
They were being a little deceptive about this, I feel. But yes, Elvira has a show in the what's called the Walter Knott Theater. Now used to be the Charles M. Schultz Theater.
Used to be the Good Time Theater. Used to be the John Wayne Theater.
Used to be the Ford Theater.
But it is mostly like a look back at Elvira's previous shows in that theater, and she herself will only be appearing in person 3 nights of the whole. Yeah,
she's got to be aged by now.
60.
She's getting up there.
That's all. I would have thought she's in her.
No,
70s.
she's 67, 68.
Oh man, really neat.
But she'll be doing, I think, Q&A sessions and autograph signings those 3 nights.
72.
But if you see her as Cassandra Peterson versus Elvira, night and day.
I've seen her back in the day, and it's hard to believe that that's the same person. She's just, she's normal.
And that theater is a very not PG typically over the years. It's rather racy. So if you're not somebody who wants, for this time of year.
Oh, I'm like, we saw a nice show there. That was just.
It's like the opposite of Christmas time. Christmas time, it is the most pure place on the planet with Snoopy and the story of Christmas.
That's why Halloween is always advised 13 and older. Stop bringing your little kids to
I'm
these.
just gonna warn you.
Knott's, Universal, Busch. Not for little kids.
Yes.
You end up like Mike and I if you go to these too young.
Yes.
Don't want to do that.
You do not want that.
Do not want that. Oh man, do you not want that? Jeremiah, so since we're on the subject, anything going on in Central Florida haunts that you can
my weekend, my Halloween stuff starts Thursday is the start of Epcot Food and Wine. Not really Halloween, but it is the fall kickoff. And then Friday is the first night of Universal Florida's Halloween Horror Nights, which I'm very excited for. And then next week, I have a Scream Cam at Busch Gardens for one of their houses. And then that event starts on the 6th. So there is lots of coming up. Busch and SeaWorld both kick off their Halloween Hollow Screams on the same night, which is always strange for me. But usually SeaWorld has 4 to 5 houses where Busch has a pretty good lineup and you can spend most of the night there. So I'll be out at Busch, even though it is a bit of a drive.
You know who I feel sorry for? All of our people love the Halloween stuff at the theme parks, but no one I know loves it more than Mike Mack. And he's a baby. So put that in the rearview mirror, Mac.
Oh, no, he's going to be at Horror Nights still. Like, even if Jess is having her baby during the day, they're just going to go right there.
If he is in Horror Nights, he may do that, and then he'll have all the time he needs for Horror Nights for the rest of his life.
Oh, no,
Jess
Jess is
going.
fully
Baby's Horror Night.
Oh, yeah. No, I just instead had a room where I could look and see the fireworks. So I didn't miss out on anything during my labor. I just looked out the window. I'm giving birth, and I'm like, oh, look, there's Epcot fireworks.
27 years of marriage. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's move on.
No, No, I don't think I would have minded.
If I left the delivery room to go watch fireworks,
I don't think I would have minded.
I would have minded if you did that and I were somehow having a baby.
Okay, but I can, but
No, no, there are lines.
just saying.
There are definitely lines. Wow, no. If I'm dying and you're
I have
keeping
to
me
say,
in my bed,
I
you
can't.
may not go watch fireworks and then come back. Did I miss something? Is he gone?
Okay. Good
Not
to know.
acceptable.
Thank you for letting me know. I'll be sure to write that down.
They can watch football as long as they're watching from the hospital. They can't go to the game.
No.
But what if it's a Super Bowl? Like, is that a
No.
pass?
If she's playing in it, she can go. That's an exception. If you're playing in the game, you may go. If you just want to watch the game, you're watching me.
What about coaching the game?
If you're a head coach or a coordinator, yes. Anything less than that, no. No, they can do without you. Definitely not a referee.
So if he was a scare actor, he could go to.
No, that's just a job. He can say, "Oh, I'm going to work, Jess. I'm a writer. I have to go." No, that's not enough.
Wow, micromanager Doobie over here.
There are priorities in life.
Oh, I know what we need to talk about.
What?
Sorry, I
Not this
didn't tell you.
What?
Super Nintendo. Did you get that one, Doobie?
No,
Universal.
I didn't. Sorry, just
Oh,
talk.
what is that?
I just remembered. City Walk Hollywood had a Nintendo activation over the weekend.
Aw,
And I just saw this on my desk and I remembered that.
how'd you get that?
Wasn't
In
that
the
the
claw
claw?
Oh, claw machine? Why did
Yeah,
they have
so-
a claw machine, Mike? Well,
So,
Doobie pulled up the asset.
It was called the Play Nintendo Tour, and they ushered you into this big tented area, and you could play. You actually had to play 2 out of the probably 10 games that they had on display there, and you got little stickers to put on your passport. And then you also had to do 2 photo ops, and you had to do one of the activities. There were like little puzzles and stuff like that. And then when you finished your passport, everything had a sticker on it. You got to go over and use the claw machine and win little Mario plushes. Actually, Tori went with me, and she did not win anything in the claw machine. And I won 2 plushes. I won the Mario Tanuki suit, and then also a Yoshi, which I gave to Tori. So
Okay, so I have clarification. The baby will not be going to Horror Nights, not going to go to the park until December. December is the limit for the baby.
But what about Mac?
He will not be going the next. No, that's her. Let me find out how quickly after.
Okay. Also, just do me a favor and make sure it's okay that we're talking about this.
That's why I've not said any names or anything.
I have a question about this activate. This happened last weekend. It's not still going on.
no, it was Thursday through Sunday this past weekend.
Where do the people that work these activations come from?
Craigslist.
I do not know.
Are they just temps that get called in? Do they travel with it?
I would think they probably were traveling with that tour because the tour went all over the country. I looked at the list, but
Yeah.
I think they would have to know in general like what they were doing.
That's what I always wonder. Where do the activation people come from? Where do the guy who throws that thing when you go to the circus and he throws it over the audience and it comes back during intermission? Where does he come from? Does he travel with the circus?
Do you not know what he's talking about, Jeremiah? That was a thing with Ringling Brothers for a
I'm
while.
sure it still is.
During the intermission part, they had those like boomerang things that look like little helicopters that they would throw, and they would sail over the audience, then come back.
No.
Just like at Disneyland, at the corner outside Disneyland.
No,
Is that like when you hold up that $5 bill?
Wait, no, the ones at the corner that used to be at the corner of Disneyland, those are not the same. Those were just like a slingshot that would go straight up in the air and back down. This is like a boomerang thing.
So most of those, the core, the people who set everything up, and the actual ones that are doing the gaming and everything is set with the tour. Most of the time, the people that are there handling the queues will either be like brought in or they could be Universal employees. And just for clarification again, Mac will probably wait at least a week after.
Because Mac values his marriage and has his priorities straight.
No, because the other person in that couple will depend on her recovery time before she goes. So
Yeah, because he's not going to go without her, right? That's all I'm saying.
right.
All right. Yes, they are the graduates of the Juilliard Boomerang Academy, which
I call it JBA.
All right, let's get to Walt Disney World, where Jeremiah, where are we starting at Walt Disney World? Did you get these pictures over at the Seas with Nemo and Friends?
I did.
This looks
So the Seas with Nemo and Friends is actually kind of going through a transformation, which I couldn't really capture because you need like the before and after pictures, but they're kind of moving the Nemo stuff out slowly. So there is still some representation throughout the pavilion, but it's becoming a little bit more serious. And the Ocean Explorers are sponsoring this new game, which is fun. It's a cute little game. It's great for kids. I watched 3 different kids walk up, press it for 2 seconds, and then walk away, where I spent far too long, and I didn't get a Yoshi or a Mario for playing it. But they removed some of, I think it was Mr. Ray's trivia that they used to have on these screens. So here you just start, you go in, you select one of 6 of the games. I chose the DNA strands. And then you just kind of pass the time there.
Jeremiah, just because I'm not able to think where things used to be, if I'm exiting the attraction, so I'm on that little walkway where I have to move slowly and keep moving as I exit the vehicle, and I'm walking off of that, am I going straight ahead? Am I going off to the right? Am I going upstairs? Where would I find this?
You're going upstairs to the nursery pod. That's where they have the displays, the individual tanks for the different fish. And they used to have a whole wall of Mr. Ray facts, which is no longer Mr. Ray. To the other side is the manatees, which no longer has anything Nemo in it, and they repainted it. Downstairs, one of the pods, the pod that had the original Turtle Talk with Crush screen that's been sitting there for years unused, that's being redone currently. And the only thing that is still really Nemo is Bruce's shark area, that little play area. But it seems like they're moving stuff out pretty quickly. The colors have adjusted. I did a walk down the main aquarium part, and none of the signs or anything have Nemo facts on them. They're all very serious. I don't think that they're going to change the ride back to the dull seas attraction, but the actual aquarium part is becoming more serious.
So for everyone that complains about IP in the parks, here's your answer. Go to Nemo and Friends. It's not there as much as it used to be.
Yes. Yeah, Nat Geo could sponsor it and change everything.
Nat Geo become IP.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, I guess Nat Geo technically. Never mind. Never mind. All right, over at what do they call that place? Communicore
Hall. Yes, that is now closed for our future enjoyment, aka come Thursday. It looks like, and this picture wasn't blocked, so I didn't sneak around anything to take the picture in. It was wide open glass. It looks like they're going to turn this into the shop. So what usually is in the Odyssey looks like it's coming here to Communicore Hall, which is interesting because that whole talk was that was going to be a food display area. But we don't know what's coming. Also, I'm still waiting for that giant figment.
I know,
those
we all
cool
are.
little
the concept
origami.
This is the concept art. And
I mean, I can't wait for it.
And this is what's under construction.
I'm guessing that the figment could be, for the Festival of the Arts, but
that would
I'm
make
not
sense.
holding my breath. Yeah, so it's closed down right now. Thursday starts Food and Wine.
But outside of it, where Celebration Encanto takes place, that's still going on?
That is, and it is extended. I don't recall the dates for that.
I do. It has been extended in celebration of Hispanic and Latin American Heritage Month, which starts the 15th. So it was originally going to close on the 6th. Now it's going to go for that month and close on after October 15th, I would think, through October 15th, along with Mariachi Cobra, the same celebration. And then Blue Ribbon Corn Dogs. This is huge news. Huge news. It's finally opened at the boardwalk.
Let's talk about how many years this one took to get built. Yes, Blue Ribbon Corn Dogs opened. Our friends over at Fantasyland News, they are the ones who happened to be wandering by and sent me a message saying, hey, this is opening up, so come on over. They were also the first people to have the pickle corn dog, which I know Mike really enjoys down at Downtown Disney from there. I did not venture into that.
You did not venture into the corn dogs?
No.
Wait,
it was also hot.
Wait, Mike doesn't actually have the pickled corn dog, right? Okay, I wouldn't think so, because I was thinking that doesn't sound like something.
I wish I could eat corn dog. I don't know why I can't, but I was told that it has gluten in it.
That makes sense.
What is that?
But yes, that is officially open as of a few days ago. So if you happen to be out at the boardwalk or at Epcot and really want a good corn dog, head over to the boardwalk.
I want to share something very loosely parks related if we're beginning to wrap up, Doobie.
Let me see. The cake bake shop where ESPN used to be over on the boardwalk, construction continues. We're close. The Adventureland is a Magic Kingdom. I know this is one near and dear to your heart, Rebecca, and more so mine too as I age. They're adding new themed pavement over there. Did you get those pictures, Jeremiah?
I did. It actually looks pretty cool. It's got a wagon trail with probably a donkey footprint. They just started this. I was over there today. They've expanded it. And one of the things that we didn't get, I don't think we have on the list for today is, as of today, the Jungle Cruise is closed for, I believe, over a month-long refurbishment. We know nothing about it, although I do know from previous information that the dock was in pretty bad shape. So hopefully that's getting redone. But one of the strange things, and I don't know if we got the photo, they parked all the boats off the track. And you know where they used to have the tiny Jungle Cruise? That's actually boat storage. There are boats parked in that area.
Wow. What a wild image that would be.
Did we get it? I don't know if the article went up. I can send you the picture.
I don't think so, yeah. All right. Got a couple more things, but go ahead, Rebecca.
Gio coming in and asking if the doc is seeing a doc tour. I think that's funny. So I'm way more casual around here. I don't get to break news in the same way y'all do. So I was very excited when this popped up into do for our team that this trailer was coming that had just come out for the Xbox release date of the Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. And I was watching it because I was thinking, oh, I wonder if there'll be little references to the Tropical Americas attraction that's coming. You know, maybe I'll learn a little something, when lo and behold, instead I stumbled on the fact that the Temple of the Forbidden Eye is actually referenced in this upcoming game. It even has the same map that's featured in the attraction queue. I don't know, I got super excited, and like I say, I don't get to break news a lot around these parts, so when I stumbled on this, I was like, yay me.
That's very theme park related. That's cool.
I wonder if it has any references to the Tokyo Disneyland attraction, Tokyo Disney Sea attraction.
I didn't. I would not know, to be honest, because I'm not that knowledgeable about it. But as Justin is pointing out, going all in on fan details. So there's a lot of little nuggets.
Can I express my frustration about something?
Yes.
Didn't even wait for an answer.
Rhetorical.
Go ahead.
When I went to Disneyland Paris in 2019, I think, the Indiana Jones attraction was closed. I haven't heard great things about that.
No, do not be upset by that.
In Paris? Oh, that is a good attraction. Consider yourself lucky.
Okay, but I kind of wanted to do it anyway just to see it. Anyway, it was down for refurbishment, and now I'm gonna be in Japan in April, and I just heard in March they're shutting down the Indiana Jones attraction there. So
That is sad.
Oh, that's poor
That
timing.
one's sad.
Because isn't that around I mean, I'm assuming your travel dates are around Star Wars Celebration, so you would think that there would be a lot of Lucasfilm fans coming.
yes,
So that's a
I
very
thought it was very bad timing for that reason.
very bad, very unfortunate. Wow.
Doobie, did you get the picture?
I did, yes. Let me show that.
Yeah. So they have
Gideon
the.
says, wait, hold up. I'm sorry. Gideon says he thinks that they reference the Paris one, or is he asking?
I think that's a question mark.
Being humor. He's being humorous.
I guess
Jeremiah? Sorry.
probably that whole journal that you flip through in the game is probably filled with all sorts of indie Easter eggs like that. I'm guessing.
We'll have to definitely do some deep dive into that. Yeah. So the boats are offline. Looks like.
Oh, why?
I mean, I've heard that they are doing some track work unofficially. I didn't see any water levels different, so I don't know if everything's drained. But they boarded up the entrance area and the exit, and then they parked the boats off to the side, which I've never seen. But it has also been near a decade since the attraction has gone down for any major refurbishment.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, and they put in all those new show scenes and everything during that time with no major downtime.
Oh, Kyle is here. Thankfully, he's late.
Mm-hmm. Are you able to walk all the way down there, or are they blocking people off at the top of the hill? Do you know?
They have it blocked off the top. I was going to go up to the treehouse to see if I could look down and take pictures for Doobie, but that was closed due to this freak rainstorm that we had.
That freak. Never rains out of there. All right, let's see. The Disney Imagination Garden. So this other ship that Disney's building, so Disney says they're coming out with 13 cruise ships by 31. And one of them will be an OLC ship, or an land company ship in Japan. And one of them will be the Disney Adventure, was the ship they bought. And it's going to at least debut in Singapore. So two ships that are like a little bit off the beaten path, but we're starting to learn more about that Disney Adventure, and it looks cool. Really, really cool. It reminds me, at least this part of it, which looks like it's going to be kind of the in-between part of the ship, which a lot of the really large Royal Caribbean ships have, but Disney's never had before. This just looks amazing. I'm so excited now for the Disney Adventure and what they end up doing with this. It's in Singapore, so I'll probably never get to see it, but I can be excited. So some of the artwork there for that garden that they will be bringing to the Disney Adventure. Peter Pan, which we talked about, I think, last week, and it's changing at Disney World. Disneyland has confirmed that it will be changing here as well. So I don't think we have a time frame for that yet, but it will be happening. And I think that's pretty much.
Gio, shut your mouth.
I still can't get over the fact that they haven't found somewhere at Disney World yet to do something of an immersive nature with twinkle lights. Whether it's like a canopy or it's just surprising to me that they haven't found, not the same scale as,
Lights of Winter.
Lights of Winter, or with the Backstreets. But, just, I don't know. I was thinking the other day, would I be mad if they did that to Tomorrowland? If they covered Tomorrowland in twinkle lights? And my answer was no. I like twinkle lights.
Speaking of twinkle lights and Tomorrowland, I went into the restrooms at Cosmic Rays, and they actually have I couldn't take a picture because it's in the restroom, but they have this weird glass kind of display, and it has lights that light up. So if you're ever in Cosmic Rays, go to the bathroom.
Okay. Gio asking us, what did we think of Hot Ones with Mr. Duck?
Oh, I'm like, what is he talking about? But now I know.
I loved it. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you enjoy it, Germ?
It's very cool. I'm enjoying these shorter, just social media type things that they're doing with the characters.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. The choice of hot sauce, like faux hot sauces, is really clever. In fact, somebody who is incredibly talented, Pixel Kitties, I think is the handle on X, is actually recreating them so that you can throw them on your own hot sauce labels if you want. Powerline was among those featured, Maleficent, Hades, and then they hit a little bit of Easter egg into the hot level meter. One of them was 626. Another one had a 1923 reference, I think. So
I'm telling you, Food and Wine is coming out Thursday. So
I know this is such a no-brainer.
Those are so fun.
So fun. That would be such a hit.
The Powerline hot sauce.
Yeah, that would be such a hit. Not as big a hit as this would be, but
Lights of Winter.
Gio, you just lost your status.
No, he's not. He can't lose his status. He is a member of Laughing Place. That's why he has that little symbol, and we appreciate it very much. Thank you.
We need to make sure that we give him some sort of like the first month or so, we give people like a founder thing that we can then ignore and never reference again, like Disney Plus.
Yeah.
But
have you guys seen the newest updates to the story, the Deadpool storytelling? He's running late because he had to read every page of the Disney Plus regulations. Like,
wait, really?
They
really
out a couple of different videos.
That's amazing.
That is brilliant.
I can't believe they actually referenced that in the park. That's incredible.
That is so good. By the way, if you're going down to Southern California and you're going to Disneyland, and you can at all do yourself a favor and swing by the El Capitan Theater. It's up in Hollywood, so it can be anywhere from an hour to 5 hours away, depending on traffic. I exaggerate; it's not that bad, but a good solid hour without a lot of traffic is good to plan. But it's a beautiful restored theater, Disney company operated. For this event, it was D23. Selena Gomez and Steve Martin and Martin Short popped in for the screening. They did a screening of the first episode of the upcoming season. But in general, you'll find Disney films there. Both
Only murderers in the building.
What did I say?
You didn't say the name at all.
Okay, thank you.
It starts tomorrow on Hulu.
Thank you. But yeah, no, they do current Disney films as well as you'll find they'll screen classic Disney films as well. But it's just that whole Hollywood movie house feel. So you have a live organist beforehand. You have the curtain reveal before the movie. And then oftentimes there'll be props or something related to the history of the film. Depending on what kind of fits with what they're screening. But I just want to remind people that the El Capitan Theater in Hollywood, great addition to your Southern California trip to Disneyland.
I believe Coco is coming pretty soon.
Yes.
They haven't said anything about Nightmare Before Christmas and we're going to drench you in bubbles and Snope screening.
Oh, that's right. Nightmare Before Christmas 4D. Go ahead, Judy. Sorry, that popped in my head for some reason. I don't know why.
That's fine. September, celebrate Duffy at Shanghai Disneyland. I know that's a big deal for Jeremiah. He's a big Duffy fan. And Halloween comes to Hong Kong this September as well. That's all I got today. Who else wants to say something? Mike, what you been working on lately? What's on your mind?
While you guys are talking, I'm currently putting together my tours of haunted houses for Universal Hollywood.
Busy man.
Wait, you're not supposed to talk about those.
I'm not supposed to talk about it yet, but tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., they'll be up on Laughing Place.
So you are revealing right here early that they have haunted houses this year?
They do have haunted houses.
I think we know the names.
Jeremiah, what have you been up to?
Mostly just being in the parks more and more, getting rained on today. Really, if you want an enjoyable walk and talk, go watch the one from earlier today. It starts off with Tony and I going, hey, it's not 2:00 yet, but we're going to start because here comes the parade. And we start at Town Square, and the parade is so condensed, like it has 5 of the floats. It flies past us. We're walking, and I'm like, okay, it's not bad. And then as I'm in Fantasyland, like didn't even get to talk about Peter Pan or anything, just starts sprinkle, downpour. I'm hiding for a little bit. Gio? I'm sorry, Kyle, is that you?
How about you, Rebecca? What you been working on?
I am actually celebrating Disney World Princess Week, I guess they're calling it, by sharing our experience staying at the Disneyland Hotel at Paris. We got to experience the Castle Club and their signature princess suites, and I felt like I was a guest of the princesses, because the availability of the princesses throughout our stay, we encountered them so many times during like the included breakfast that they have there at the lounge. They were available as well for tea time, but we weren't there for that. But I saw some pictures from some other people as well. But just our experiences in general, I've never had, I don't know, you can talk about it too. I've never had such, here, let me add it to the page.
Here's my article, the article preview. It's not on LP yet, but you get an exclusive preview.
Yeah, no, it was an incredible, the decor of the rooms is amazing. They do a really beautiful job of kind of bringing the story to life in the room with even the little details that they decided to include, almost as because of the types of little details that were added in my head. I made the head canon that the princess herself was involved in like the design of my room. Because here, scroll up for a moment. Because one of them is, see this, like this little footstool. It's like the little footstool in, down, go to the stool. Sorry. That one. Like the one from the film that became the little doggy, right? Mm-hmm. In the film. It was fun.
But the pooch.
Yeah, exactly. So those kinds of details and the level of service, not only the concierge staff, but just everywhere we turned, I was really impressed by the helpfulness of the staff at the Disneyland Hotel there in Paris. They have an adventure for the kids where they can go around to various stations within the hotel and collect little stickers. And I didn't even talk about it in the article, but that was just one of those other things where they saw the kids looking and they offered them hints. They didn't tell them exactly where to find it. They gave them like little clues so that they could still continue to be on their own little adventure. I just thought the type of training that the team there had really impressed me. So I'm sharing it as far as from the princess point of view. And then I'm currently in the midst of working on an article about the important life lessons that I took away from Snow White. And so look for that later this Princess Week as well.
It is World Princess Week. I spent a lot of time today meeting princesses. There is Tiana going, "What's that?" Doink.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
I hope so.
No, she was on my shirt, and that was her pointing out, but it was the best picture. Yeah, so our social should be having some of that from Princess Tiana, Princess Rapunzel, Princess Cinderella, and Queen Elena of Avalor, former princess.
Lovely.
Well done. Mike, I know you've got Oogie Boogie tomorrow. Are you going early so you can get some princess pictures as well?
Right. I forgot about the princesses. Yeah. And I also need to get the character cavalcade, Halloween character cavalcade.
You also have to do a video of Peter Pan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that shouldn't take long. I'll just wait in that hour and a half.
Okay. Anybody got anything else here today?
Jolly Trolley.
So we would like to once again remind you, Mouse Fan Travel, for all your Disney travel needs. We'll be back. I don't know when we'll be back, but
I'll be back next week.
Well, next week is Labor Day, so probably not.
Oh, yeah, no.
I'll be back tomorrow for Disney Trivia Live. Rebecca will be back tomorrow for Barely Necessities. I don't know if Mike is coming back tomorrow for a walk and talk. I have no idea.
Maybe.
Jeremiah will never be back. But and then Wednesday for our members, we do have a membership here now on our YouTube channel. Kyle and I will be doing another members-only edition of the morning show as we work out the kinks in preparation for bringing it back at some point next month. So if you are a member, please tune into that on this very YouTube channel.
Until you guys are all wearing members only jackets.
Now I want to get one. So anyway, thank you everyone for joining us, and have a great week. Bye-bye from the Laughing Place Disney Parks Talk live staff.